guys, welcome back to Simply Fujica, a place for budding and aspiring entrepreneurs. Guys, I want to thank you for tuning in for another week. And if you're new to this channel, welcome. Guys, before we get started today, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification so that you're notified every time I release a new video. And last but not least, guys, help me out with this channel. Go ahead and like the video. Okay guys, so today we are going to be talking about SEO for your home care agency. Now, a few videos back, I can't remember exactly when, I actually did a video on home care marketing. And although I slightly covered SEO, SEO is very important in promoting your home care agency. So I thought, let me just go ahead and dedicate a full video on this, just because it is outside of referrals, outside of word of mouth, outside of you leveraging your social media. SEO is really how people are going to find you. So if that sounds like something of interest for you, then stay tuned. So the most basic question about SEO is, what does that stand for? What is that actually? SEO is search engine optimization. This shouldn't come as a surprise to you, but 75% of all searches start on Google. And 90% of families find their home care agencies, their local home care agencies, online. So as you can see, this is really important that we utilize this to the best of our abilities. Now, I know some of you were like, okay, you've defined it for me, but how does it make sense for me? How do I apply this to my home care agency? Well, I will give you this quick example. Let's say you go on a mini vacation and you're in a new city and you want to know, what's the best place that I should take me and my family out for dinner tonight? You're going to pull out that phone or you're going to hop on a computer and say, hey, what are the top 10 restaurants in this area? What happens then is Google sends back your results. Those results are ranked based on the keywords you entered, whatever you put into your actual search. That ranking is what we're talking about, and that's what we're applying to your home care agency. When that family goes in to say, I'm looking for a home care agency in the city of XYZ, you want your home care agency to show up in those results. So that's what we're talking about today. Today I've put together 5 tips on how to improve your SEO ranking. The first tip that I have for you guys is to know your target customer. So not only do you want to attract that person, so now that you have that customer's attention, you want to keep it, you want to retain it, because now you want to translate that person into a potential client for you. And so what are those person's pain points? When you think of your target customer, what makes them that? Is there a potential service that they would be looking for that you offer over anyone else in the industry? Is there something about your specific home care agency in a city that you serve that you want to highlight? So really, what's capturing that person to say, I want to talk to this person. I want to see if this is the agency that I'm going to entrust to take care of my family member. Guys, the second tip I have for you are, what are those keywords that are associated with your home care agency? Now guys, there are going to be a few keywords that really stand out. Home care agency, family care, care at home. Those are just some examples that immediately came to my mind. But you can do an actual targeted search, a targeted keyword search on, where else? Google, so that you can see when people are looking for that, what words are they utilizing? When they're looking for that home care agency, what are they typing in? These are the types of words that you want to have on your website. Because remember, Google is a search engine. If a person is putting in a series of words, it's looking for websites, it's looking for data, it's looking for media, so that I can bring back to my customer those words that they have searched for. That's how it works. It's searching to complete the request. So the best thing that you can do is make sure that your website, whatever you have to promote your home care agency, carries the majority of those words. Guys, the third tip I have for you is a big tip for you, and if you haven't already, join social media. I actually use this as a tip in my how to market for home care agency, and guys, I'll make sure that that video is included in the description so that you can go back and take a look at that. But you want to utilize your social media. because it's on those different platforms that those keywords are registering. So if you are a home care agency and there's a particular area that you really shine in, maybe you want to pull up an article to share with your audience. Maybe you have tips that you can share with your audience. All of those things feed into that optimization. So by keeping your social media pages and platforms up to date, you're increasing the likelihood that you will be looked on as favorable by Google. The fourth tip that I have for you today is to highlight positive reviews. Guys, most of us, before we make a big decision, before we reach out to a person, most of us want to know, what has other people said? What are other people saying about this home care agency? So we're looking for reviews. We're not only looking for them, but we're reviewing them. So the best thing that you can do for yourself is when you have pleased customers, when you have customers that are so excited by you, you want a testimony from them, and you want to post them anywhere that your audience is looking for you, on your website, on your other social media platforms. Make sure that, because remember, people are going to talk, and so this is a way for you to control that narrative. You know, what are people saying about you? Okay guys, the fifth and final tip that I have for you today is to optimize every page. Guys, this was actually something that I was learning as I was researching for you guys to put this video together. So when you think of your website, there are typically different sections, right? There's usually an About Us page. There's typically a service page. There's typically some type of, testimonials page. There are several pages within your website. On each page, you want to make sure you're optimizing that page. So those words that we talked about earlier, those words that are really searchable, that people are really looking for, that they're driving to find you, you want to make sure on every page of your website, you're infusing those words throughout it. The reason why I say that is because even if you do a quick search for yourself, right, different pages of your media will show up. So it's not just one single source. It's pulling from everywhere, right? So you want to make sure as it pulls, your name, your content, all have those searchable words. Be really creative with how you infuse those keywords. So if you're putting together a section, utilize a keyword in the title. Create a section that has the majority of those keywords. Like, really be creative again, so that you are appearing top of mind to that consumer that is looking for your business. Okay guys, so this was a real quick video for you. I just wanted to make sure that we touched on this because a couple of you guys actually had questions for me as a result of watching my marketing video. So I hope this has been a value add for you. SEO is very important. You do want to be top of mind in your industry. You want to be top of mind in your area, because remember, a lot of home care agencies exist and more are being stood up every day. So how can you really put yourself above the other home care agencies in your area so that you are that home care agency of choice? That's the goal. So hopefully I was able to establish that with some of you today. If you already have a home care agency and this is something that you utilize, drop some tips in the comment section for others that are still trying to figure this out for their business. I really want to make sure as a community we are supporting each other. Okay guys, that is it. That's all I have for you today. Guys, if you haven't already, do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Hit that bell notification so that you're notified every time I drop a new video. Do not forget to like the video. That does wonders for my channel, so help me out by liking the video. And guys, most of all, stay blessed.